have some pretty exciting news that we would like to tell you guys. Something new that we have coming to the farm, and we're ready to let y'all know.
Well, guys, we're out here working with masks because we got COVID. Somebody in our family tested positive for COVID, so we got all this. I just counted. We have 16 piles of we had a real bad storm about a month ago, and what happened was the energy company here, Duke Energy, hired this other tree service company to come, and they're working all down the road. And I told them, hey, I could use 100 loads. I said 100, like kidding around, like saying, expressing that I really need a lot. I think they took me literally. Look at this, guys. So we're gonna use this to build soil over there where the chickens are at. And you guys ready to help? Boom. You ready to help? Boom.
Alright guys, so right now we're just getting that pile and we're gonna put it in the chicken run to build soil. And we're gonna put it in the trailer and then just take it out from there and put it in the chicken coop or in the chicken run.
I need all these things because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back up this trailer right there. Okay?
We can do it together. Ready? We got more. I can see that.
So I gotta get the tractor, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push all that way.
Okay, so I want to give you guys a quick little update. I am currently having to stay quarantined because I contracted the big C virus. And the doctor's office that I work for is affiliated with a local hospital, and my family is now headed to the hospital to have their own testing done. I really thought it was just a cold. I had like mild cold symptoms after having a very low-grade fever and body aches for one day. And then it all turned into, like 3 days later, loss of smell and taste. And that was where my big tip-off was like, oh, this is not good. So yes, I'm quarantined for the next several days because of the onset of my symptoms, according to what my job has me do. But we still have work to do around the farm. So now what I'm trying to accomplish is we've gotten a bunch of wood chips because of a local company came and dropped it off for us. So we have put a majority of it here in the chicken run where they're at, and I'm taking shovels, well, pitchfork full loads, and putting them here in this behind me, as well as into that area where they like to hang out there. Hopefully making the chickens a little happier. They have something to scratch at, a little bit new. So anyways, we'll get to it. King of the mountain, show your stuff. It's your turn now. Like clockwork. right, so deep bedding is in now, at least in one chicken tractor. I'm taking a break because I need some water. Because I can't let myself get dehydrated.
All right, here we are. These guys have been dumping mulch all over. We've gotten a total of now 26 loads for free, and I probably need another 50 because there's a slope between there and here. So we're gonna move this out of the way, and then I'm gonna start spreading all this mulch that they keep delivering. As you can see back here, I already started. I wanna dump 2 more loads here, and then the rest I'm gonna dump up there and then spread it down. I'm gonna use gravity to help me. I'm gonna push it down. And then eventually I wanna add about a foot high here, because when it rains and it washes everything this. So I'm gonna use what Ross said from follow him at Permaculture Lackey. I'm gonna get 2 lines. I'm gonna spread this in 2 mounds this way, because that's the high spot and the rain falls this way, and I'm gonna catch the rain. So I'm gonna create my own swales without digging, just with mulch like this, and then one right here like that, and then hopefully eventually build one from here right to my left, going like that all the way there, and then one there like that. So that's what we're doing. And then Emma, my baby, is working hard, and there she goes. So pull those and drag them out of there so that I can work.
Jerk it a little when you go up.
So I believe that my theory of our chickens needing the extra bedding inside of their chicken run, or not chicken run, but inside their chicken tractor at night, the one right over here that I filled up, proved to be successful because the ducks really hadn't been laying as much. But as soon as we put the wood chips in there yesterday, they laid a couple eggs overnight, so that was a good thing. We have some pretty exciting news that we would like to tell you guys. Something new that we have coming to the farm, and we're ready to let y'all know. So let me go back and get my husband, and we will talk about it. All right, I've grabbed him and I brought him out so we can talk with y'all and let you know what new thing is coming to the farm.
We're bringing a new animal to the farm. We're adding to the farm. This one you feed and you nurture now, and it'll be 8, 9, 10 years before they can contribute to the farm.
Maybe sooner.
Sooner, maybe.
So am I telling or are you gonna tell? We're expecting. We are expecting a baby.
Yep.
41 years old.
And I'm 31 years old.
You wish.
I'm 44 and she's 41. And our oldest will be 23 years old when this baby's born. But
Yeah.
we're excited. We're
Very excited.
I'm excited that this baby's coming to be welcoming to a home that, you know, this is all he's gonna know.
Yes.
Or she gonna know.
Yep.
You know?
He or she.
He or
We
she.
have no idea what it is yet. We intend to find out, but we don't know yet. We don't have that ultrasound done yet, so.
Right. So
But
this is all they'll know.
yeah.
And hopefully
So-
in their lifetime, right, they'll get the other 50% done, I hope.
But there is definitely, I'm gonna pause this for a second. I want y'all to see That woodpecker up there is huge.
It's beautiful. It's red crested, black, and it's pecking away at that wood.
It caught my attention as my husband was talking, but I didn't want to interrupt him, so. But
we got a squirrel moment. Okay, let's go.
but there's definitely no hiding this. I can't hold my sweatshirt back. But
Or this.
yeah. We're in competition. So I couldn't hide anymore.
And the kids, for the most part, are excited, you know?
Yes.
But it's been so long, it'll be 23 years from my oldest and 13 years from the youngest
Yeah.
that there's been a baby or anybody that, you know, is helpless, I guess, right?
Right.
It's just neat to see them, like, get a little bit excited about it. They're already planning on what they're going to teach them, what they're going to show them. And they named them Ferdinand. Yeah,
They
because...
nicknamed the baby Ferdinand.
Because we have 5 kids, and all their names start with Adriana, which is A, Ben B, Kaylin C, Dayton D, and Emma E.
Yep.
So they want to go with F, so we can have A, B, C, D, E, F. I want a unique name,
Yes.
you know? So I have one in mind, but I've been kind of voted out of that one.
Falcor.
Falcor.
No.
It's a strong name. You know?
This is not the never-ending story.
It's from the never-ending story. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help us with an F name if we find one. I like the name Nehemiah from the Bible. You know, so I don't know. Either way, as long as the baby's healthy, that's all I care about. I'm good.
That's all I care about too.
One day there'll be a home here, and it'll be my mother's house, right here. And look at our homestead. It's kind of neat.
All
Is
that
it-
down there.
I was discouraged the other day, and then my wife reminded me, like, you know, think about what we have gotten done in less than 2 years, by the way, a year and a half.
20
And
months.
you know, that's proof, some of the residual that's left in the, you know, from being in the city, right? You want something, you pay, and you have it done right away.
Right.
And here I am, I come here, we move here, and I'm already thinking big, you know, house here, 6,000 square foot barn, in-laws quarters, big tractor, big this and that. Let's go ahead and get it all done. I want 100 gallons of honey from those bees. I better, you know, drive them, you know, but it's not reality.
And a lot of homesteading takes time and patience and learning from your mistakes and being willing to roll with whatever comes at you, you know, as a result of your hard work or lack thereof. So this should hopefully explain why we've been kind of absent and not sticking to a schedule. I went through this pregnancy has been a lot more difficult, I think.
Because you're old.
And probably because I'm older.
She's a geriatric.
They call me geriatric multigravida.
Which means
Older. Yeah, we've been kind of MIA just because I do the editing. We've been really busy and I've not felt well. I've been really tired and nauseated and just bleh. Now that I am a lot further in, we're into the second trimester now, I'm feeling a little bit better. And I'm sure someone's gonna ask, so how far along are you? I'm a little over 17 and a half weeks now, almost halfway there.
and the baby is due on May 16th. We don't know the sex. We know that. Or the gender.
But as long as baby cooperates, we'll find out. Because I have had it happen with one where I had to actually pay extra just to go back and have a second ultrasound just to find out what that baby was. That was Emma.
So,
Proof of her stubbornness.
you know, we can have a little fun and find out, is it a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
And we can have a little fun and come up with names.
There we go.
There we go.
So my last two were girls. And I don't know, my husband says that he doesn't remember me complaining this much. With the last one, I don't remember I remember feeling nauseous and blah, but I remember that more vividly when I was pregnant with Ben. So we'll see.
Yeah. Listen,
And I gained a lot of weight with him too. Not with my girls.
I'm gaining a lot of weight now.
That's on you, not on me. Because I'm not eating like a pig, so.
Let's see what the kids have to say about it.
Yes.
I don't know. And my mother who lives with us.
Right. Tell us what you think of the pregnancy, of the baby to be, the baby that's coming. Baby that's coming.
Did you say babies?
I did, the babies.
Who knows? It might be baby.
No. There's only one.
I mean, I've been really happy, like really excited and stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of feel bad because now, like they wanted, you know, my parents, they wanted time alone. Once all the kids moved out, they would get like, you know, their time alone. They would have just normal, you know, parent time, you know? But I know they were looking forward to that, and I know that now with this baby coming, like, it'll be 10 years old when I'm 25.
Wow.
And they're gonna have this baby for a while, so.
That's right.
I mean, but I just like to see that there's a baby. There's a baby coming. And it's awesome.
I'm so excited. When I got the news, I was like, no. When I hear the sound of the heart and the, you know, recording that you did, it was like, no. And all of you were looking at me, and I was like, what is this mysterious dinner? You know? And I was like, oh, no, yay. I was so happy. I'm excited. It's another blessing in the family. And just can't wait to see what it's gonna be, a boy or a girl. Whatever it is, you know, we are all happy for you guys.
Thank you. We're excited too. How about you, Ben? Before you take a mouthful.
I will just say that it's been quite a while. I still remember when Kaylin was born and living through her early stages of life, and just, I mean, those were really, really vivid and wonderful memories. And I can't wait to be able to relive that memory again. Only, you know, this time, you know, I'm older and I'll be able to remember it better. And hopefully it's a baby brother. Because we really need more.
So there is a little bit of vote there. The boys are definitely pulling for the boy. Girls to even it out.
Yeah, we need more guys in the house. But overall, I just love the experience. And I can't wait to see the baby.
Yeah.
So.
We can't wait either. What about you, Adri?
Okay, for me, I would say, like, for the longest time,
You might want to hold that.
Wait till he's done cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be.
cut that. Get
I
it?
do want to add one thing.
That was fun.
Bloopers.
For me, I've been wanting a sibling for the longest time. I've been like, Mommy, I want another sibling. Daddy, I want another sibling. I told my parents, like, can I put an order in for my sibling? And, like, I'm like, can I have a baby like this? And if it's a boy, I want it like this. And if it's a girl, I want it like this. For me, I've just always wanted another baby just to hold in my little arms and to play with, since my siblings are boring now.
Boring, am I?
She's very boring.
Needless to say, everyone's excited. We're all waiting with bated breath for this baby to come, and feel very blessed. So, one of the reasons, I didn't share this earlier, but I do want to be open about this, because one of the reasons why we didn't say anything earlier on in this pregnancy when we found out is because we were trying to be very cautious. And I say this because we went through a hard time, not once but twice prior to becoming pregnant. 2 years ago, in 2018, I became pregnant. We found out when I went to my first prenatal appointment to verify that there was a pregnancy. They do an ultrasound. So just prior to having that appointment, I had a bout of spotting, which I've never experienced in a pregnancy before. So that threw me off. I know that sometimes that can be normal for some women, but it did scare me, and something just didn't feel right. So it only happened once, and then we went in for our appointment a couple weeks later to do the ultrasound and found out that it was actually what they call a blighted ovum. Basically, there was a gestational sac, but no baby. So deep in my heart, I believe that was the point when the pregnancy failed to continue growing. So that was difficult because my body just didn't kind of kick into gear and do basically what it was supposed to. I was still feeling pregnant and my body was still acting pregnant. 18 months after that happened in 2019, we became pregnant again. And this time we were cautious, but we were also excited and felt like, okay, we've already been through one miscarriage. We should hopefully not have to experience another one. And went ahead and told the kids, and they were excited. And we went in for our first appointment where they do an ultrasound to verify the pregnancy and measure the baby and see how far along you are. It was measuring a week behind what my dates would have calculated, which didn't seem right to me. Something just, once I saw that and I knew that, something just did not feel right. But I thought, okay, it's all right. We could see that there was a little bit of a flicker of a heartbeat. Probably about 2 weeks after that ultrasound, I had spotting again. I knew deep down inside something wasn't right. It was just a day's worth, and then it stopped. And I went ahead and called the midwife right away, just because of what had happened the year prior, and my concerns, and the fact that I had never had that happen before in pregnancies, healthy pregnancies. We went in for a second ultrasound and found out that the baby had passed away, and I was about 8 weeks at that time. So we'd already known for several weeks that I was pregnant, and it was heartbreaking because you already have these dreams and hopes and excitement and joy and thoughts of what the future holds. But things happen, they're not in our control, and I have peace in my heart knowing that God is in control of it all. We waited a couple weeks to see what my body would do. My body never did what it was supposed to do, so I had to seek help from the doctor and had some medication placed to basically make my body progress with the miscarriage. Everything seemed to be okay, but then it was only a few days afterwards that suddenly I started bleeding very heavily, very scary, and I had my husband take me to the ER, and poor thing, I ended up, while in the waiting area, I ended up passing out on him, freaked him out, because he'd never witnessed that before. I could see the fear in his eyes. I could see the fear in his eyes as to what had happened. I was grateful that nothing serious had happened to me, but I did end up having to go through having a DNC at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I also want to be very transparent. This was a hard time emotionally as well, because surrounding me I had a handful of friends that were becoming pregnant and successfully carrying a baby to term, at least 4 different women that I knew. And I found it very difficult because I wanted to share in their joy, and a part of me did, but a part of me also was very sad. And at times I had thoughts that ran through my head like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with my body? Even though I knew better. You could even say that it was like a mild depression that I fought, even though I still had joy in the Lord. And I know that He is sovereign. I bring this up and talk about this because there's almost like a hush-hush when it comes to talking about a miscarriage, that there's almost a shame that some women carry. And it shouldn't be that way. It happens a lot more than is talked about, and I believe it's so important that women are willing to open up and talk with another woman or someone whom they feel comfortable with, someone whom they feel would give them support that they need, whether that's a pastor or a friend or a counselor. But going through a miscarriage is not something to be hush-hush about. And it can be very reassuring and comforting to have that additional help and support that you really do need. So I just wanted to bring that to light, because I feel that that's important to discuss, and I feel that that's important to get help if you need it. If you just don't feel strong enough, get help. Don't be afraid to talk about it, because a lot more women have experienced it than you realize. And it can also be hard for men too. Not every man experiences that pain, but some do. So I believe that it's important for the husband or partner to receive help too, if it's needed. Oh. So now that I've officially had my little teary-eyed moment for the day, I do want to thank you guys for sticking with us. Like I said before, this is the reason why, the main reason why we have not been as active and creating content and bringing it to you guys, is because we've just been busy, both mentally and with other things on the farm. So, but we are excited to share with you guys, and hope that you're excited for us too. So we hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you guys soon.